Welcome back, focused learners. Today's explainer is diving into something we've probably all dreamed about at some point, taking that brilliant, world-changing concept trapped in your head and actually bringing it into the physical world. We're looking at a highly structured pathway today. Specifically, we're unpacking TMA's Comprehensive Business Development Program. You know, this isn't just a bunch of abstract theory. It's the tangible, step-by-step reality of bringing true innovation to life. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this material because it lays out a surprisingly clear, actionable blueprint for success.
So let me ask you an honest question. Are you sitting on a brilliant project right now? If you're a Vietnamese student or educator, well, this explainer is speaking directly to you. We all know that having a groundbreaking idea is what, maybe 5% of the battle, right? The other 95%? It's overcoming the massive and honestly sometimes deeply intimidating hurdles of actual development. It's so easy to get stuck in that ideation phase, but actually realizing an idea, that means pushing through those barriers. Okay, let's dive into this, because TMA is really stepping up to help you clear those massive hurdles. The source material emphasizes that TMA offers a highly specific, targeted support system designed exclusively for Vietnamese students and educators. They are essentially positioning you as the hero of your own innovation journey. See, they aren't doing the innovating for you. Rather, they're providing the exact scaffolding and support you need to actually develop and realize those incredible ideas. The kind of ideas that might otherwise just stay stuck on a laboratory whiteboard or buried at the bottom of a notebook somewhere. And here is exactly how they pull it off. I like to call this the innovator's roadmap. TMA has structured this support into a meticulous 6-step pipeline. We're going to walk through each of these stages together because this is the exact non-negotiable sequence required to successfully pull an idea out of the abstract and push it into a competitive marketplace. It's literally a journey from the very first legal check all the way to a public launch. So let's break down exactly what each of these crucial steps entails. Step 1 on our roadmap is prior art and patent searches. Let's linger on this for a second, because prior art and patent searching is the absolute bedrock of any new venture. I mean, before you build a prototype, before you write a single line of code, you have to know, is this idea truly original? TMA supports you in rigorously investigating existing patents to ensure your concept is legally safe to pursue. There is absolutely nothing more heartbreaking than pouring months of late-night work into a project only to find out someone else already owns the rights. This mandatory first step prevents that nightmare. It guarantees your foundation is rock solid before you start building the house. Once you know your idea is legally clear, we hit step 2, which is identifying the business potential. A truly great concept must also be a commercially viable one. It's one thing to have a cool invention. It's another entirely to have an invention that people or businesses actually need and want to pay for. This part of the TMA program helps participants rigorously evaluate their idea's market fit. Can it succeed commercially? Is there a hungry audience for this? Answering these vital questions early on is what separates a fun academic hobby from a real-world, scalable solution. Now we reach the stage that honestly stops most innovators dead when their tracks. Step 3, securing funding to initiate projects. Let's be completely real here. This can be incredibly daunting. You have a legally clear, highly viable idea, but you desperately need resources to make it happen. The financial chasm between a great idea and a working prototype is often steep and it's unforgiving. But this is exactly where TMA's support becomes a critical lifeline. They step in to help innovators secure the exact project funding needed to actually get things off the ground. By doing this, they're essentially removing the single biggest roadblock on the modern innovator's journey. So the crucial point is, once you have the green light and the funds in the bank, you have to actually build the thing. Step 4 is all about managing projects from start to finish. Execution is absolutely everything. An idea is only ever as good as its implementation, right? What's fantastic about this program is that they don't just hand you the funding and wish you good luck. No, they provide comprehensive project management support throughout the entire lifecycle. This means you're guided through the inevitable pivots, the supply chain delays, and those unexpected technical challenges that literally always arise when you're turning a concept into reality. Now, what's really interesting about this next phase is how Step 5 brings us full circle on the legal front. We're talking intellectual property, or IP protection. You've done the patent search, you've built the product with your funding, and now you have this tangible, highly valuable creation in your hands. You absolutely must safeguard the legal rights to it. TMA helps you navigate the immense gravity of protecting the intellectual property you've worked so incredibly hard to build over those previous steps. This ensures your innovation remains entirely yours, effectively preventing unauthorized use or outright corporate theft as you get ready to show it to the public.
And that leads us to the critical final phase of our 6-step roadmap. Step 6, marketing the final product or solution. You have navigated the entire pipeline. You have a fully funded, expertly managed, and legally protected product ready to go. Now the final step is taking that realized solution and actively marketing it to the world. This is the triumphant moment where all that grueling hard work finally pays off. It's about connecting your realized innovation with the people whose lives it will improve or the businesses it will fundamentally optimize. It is the grand finish line of the development journey.
Okay, let's pivot for a moment. We have just walked through the rigorous path of developing your own idea from scratch. But the source text outlines that TMA offers a secondary, alternative path, which is contributing to ongoing TMA projects. This is a brilliant double path framework. You don't actually have to start with your own blank canvas to benefit from this powerful ecosystem. Actually, scratch that. It's more like you get to choose to step directly into existing high-level initiatives instead of starting from zero.
By choosing that secondary path, participants can gain incredibly valuable hands-on experience in real-world innovation. Think of this as an absolute fast track for your skills. Instead of spending time ideating, researching patents, and hunting for early funding, you are jumping right into the deep end of established, cutting-edge projects. It's a phenomenal opportunity to flex your technical skills, collaborate tightly with seasoned professionals, and get immediate practical exposure to how high-level innovation operates on a daily professional basis. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what kinds of technological fields we're talking about here. The ongoing projects at TMA aren't just, run-of-the-mill software updates or basic apps. No way. They plunge participants directly into some of today's most advanced and transformative fields. Specifically, the source highlights active work in artificial intelligence, AI, and integrated circuits, or IC. These are literally the foundational technologies driving the modern world right now, from generative smart automation to the very micro-hardware that powers our entire global computing infrastructure. The true value of getting practical exposure to today's most transformative technologies really cannot be overstated. For Vietnamese educators and students, having the unique opportunity to master these specific, high-stakes tech fields through direct, hands-on contribution, that's a massive career advantage. It takes your theoretical classroom knowledge and forges it into practical, battle-tested expertise. Whether you take that rigorous 6-step path with your own original idea, or you take this hands-on path working with AI and integrated circuits, you are actively participating in shaping the very future of technology.
Which brings us to a crucial, lingering question for you to consider. Will you contact TMA today for further information to start your journey? The source material leaves us with a very direct, simple invitation to reach out and learn more. We've explored the comprehensive roadmap. We've seen the cutting-edge fields waiting for your direct contribution. The structure is there, the funding support is there, the project management is there. But the initial spark? Well, that has to come from you. So, my final provocative question to you is this. Will you let your next big idea remain just a thought? Or are you ready to take the very first step toward making it a reality?